Toronto traffic, the ultimate Pac-Man game. Let me tell you a story about a city where driving feels like playing a real-life game of Pac-Man. Welcome to Toronto, where the traffic is a nightmare and the politicians are more interested in kickbacks than fixing roads. Imagine trying to get to work every day, dodging construction cones like Pac-Man dodges ghosts. The difference is that in Pac-Man, the game ends eventually, but in Toronto, the construction never does. You see, our dear politicians have found a gold mine in construction projects. They approve them left and right, not because the city needs them, but because their wallets do. And while they're getting richer, we're stuck in traffic, cursing under our breath, and considering just leaving our cars in the middle of the street. I mean, why not? I'd happily send the bill for towing to those crooked officials. These construction projects are like bad horror movies. Just when you think it's over, there's another twist. They start one project, leave it half-finished, and then jump to the next one. It's like playing a game where the levels are never-ending. But unlike video games, there are no penalties for these construction companies. If the city officials are their silent partners, why would they bother about delays? In the time it takes to fix a single pothole in Toronto, the Chinese would have built a 40-floor skyscraper. My advice? Fire all the current construction companies, slap them with hefty penalties, and bring in some Chinese contractors. At least then, something might actually get done. Instead, what do we see? Public workers parked in their trucks, more interested in texting on their smartphones than doing any actual work. You don't need to be Einstein to figure out how corrupt and mismanaged Toronto is. This corruption isn't just a city problem. It's a national pastime. Canada, once the dream destination for many, is quickly turning into a cautionary tale. I'd advise anyone thinking of moving here to think twice. I'm planning my escape soon because living in a country that treats its citizens like cash cows isn't for me. They squander our taxes, borrow money they can never repay, and seem ready to seize our assets to cover their tracks. The Canadian government has adopted a new business model, migrants as revenue streams. Let in millions without proper background checks, pay them a monthly stipend, and house them in hotels owned by your buddies. It's a scheme straight out of a playbook from some of the most corrupt regions of the world. Meanwhile, the police are busy issuing speeding tickets instead of catching real criminals because, in this rigged system, criminals get a free pass from the justice system. The police are frustrated but powerless. So, what's the solution? Maybe I should move to Mars with Elon. At least there, I won't have to worry about politicians waiting to milk the cows. Mars traffic might be a bit lighter, and I hear the view is out of this world. Winking face.